SOURCE is an acronym that stands for the Solar Radiation and Climate Experiment. It's one of NASA's Earth science missions to help understand climate change. And of course, part of climate change is very complicated, but it includes solar inputs. SOURCE was launched in January 2003, and the mission objective for SOURCE is to understand how much the sun is varying and tying that over a long-term record. So the satellite record of looking at solar radiance started back in the 1970s, and climate change typically is over a 30-year period or longer. So we've now got a very, very valuable climate record of how much the sun's been varying for the past several decades. And this is an extension of that very important record. SOURCE has 4 different types of instruments aboard the satellite. It has instruments to measure the total solar radiance.
These black cavities here are what's absorbing all the incoming energy. The total solar radiance is the entire amount of energy coming from the sun. The sun provides almost all the energy for the Earth's climate system, provides about 2,500 times as much energy as all the other energy sources combined. So we're measuring that total amount of energy that's coming into the Earth. It's sort of part of balance. We've got incoming energy from the sun, we've got outgoing energy, and like balancing your checkbook, you need to be able to balance, keep things roughly equal, what's coming in versus what's going out. A lot of the reasons that we try to take these measurements are to understand climate change here on Earth. We're trying to understand everything that causes that climate change. And most of it, admittedly, is from human-induced causes, greenhouse gases that we're changing the atmosphere with. But some of it is purely natural. And the sun, being the main driver of the Earth's climate system, is one of those things that we have to be able to study. We have to know very precisely how much the sun is contributing to climate change here on the Earth. The sun is a small player in terms of how much variability it has. I kind of think of it as the 800-pound gorilla. It's the thing that's really driving the entire climate system. But luckily, it's a very placid, very calm gorilla. If it moved, it would have severe impacts, but it is fairly stable.
Standing by to check T-mons. Go to T-mon.
SOURCE operations involves a lot of students here at the University of Colorado. It includes not only students to analyze the data and actually work on, in some cases, to actually get a PhD dissertation out of it, but more students actually help to operate it on a daily basis. Every day we have to communicate to the satellite to tell it what to do for the next day. As a mission, it's definitely a 10. It was built on time, built under budget. We gave back $3 million back to NASA at the end of the prime mission. It has met all its science objectives. It has done extremely well at measuring the solar radiance with the highest precision and the best accuracy than ever before ever measured. So from a scientific point of view, it's clearly a 10 to me.